In the tranquil, picturesque streets of Oslo, a shocking scandal erupts from the very heart of Norway's royal residence. A revelation so profound it shakes the pillars of a society known for its deep-seated reverence for the monarchy. This is not just a story of crime and punishment. It is a narrative that challenges the very fabric of Norwegian values and its aristocratic traditions. As this saga unfolds against the backdrop of modern Norway, a country where the royal family is not just admired but venerated, we are forced to confront unsettling questions. How does the revelation of such dark deeds beneath the gilded ceilings of Skogum affect our perceptions of power and privilege? Can a society known for its propriety and discretion reckon with the public unraveling of its most private institution? What do you think about the role of a royal family in today's society? How should nations and individuals respond when those who are expected to be the most exemplary are instead embroiled in scandal? Your thoughts and insights are invaluable as we delve deeper into this gripping story. At the heart of this saga is Marius Borg Høiby, not just any young man, but the eldest son of Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway. Marius's journey from royal glamour to the grim prospects of a courtroom is a narrative thread woven with controversy and public scrutiny. Known for his once charmed life as part of Norway's beloved royal family, Marius now finds himself entangled in allegations that threaten to dismantle his reputation and that of his family. His story is not merely one of personal trial, but reflects the broader theme of how private actions can have very public, national repercussions. Crown Princess Mette-Marit, Marius's mother, stands as a figure of compassion and resilience. Her marriage into the royal family brought with it a blend of controversy and admiration, given her non-aristocratic background and the challenges it presented. Today she faces perhaps her most profound challenge yet, supporting her son while navigating the turbulent waters of royal expectations and media frenzy. Her husband, Crown Prince Haakon, represents the future of the Norwegian monarchy. As the heir apparent, Haakon's role is underpinned by his duty to balance the modern expectations of a progressive society with the ancient traditions of the royal institution. The scandal surrounding his stepson tests his leadership and his capacity to maintain the dignity of his family and that of the nation. The key figures in the investigation of the case are the police detectives and legal professionals tasked with unraveling the complex layers of this high-profile case. These individuals work tirelessly, often away from the public eye, to gather evidence, conduct interviews, and piece together the sequence of events that led to the accusations against Marius. Their dedication to justice and the impartial execution of their duties play a crucial role in steering the case towards a resolution based on facts and not public opinion. Meanwhile, the alleged victims in this case are central to the unfolding narrative. Their experiences and testimonies are critical, yet they navigate a delicate balance of seeking justice while under the intense scrutiny of national and international media. The impact of the case on their lives serves as a poignant reminder of the human element at the heart of legal battles, often lost amidst the sensational headlines. The royal family, in coping with the crisis, must confront their vulnerabilities and the public's perception of their role in society. The investigators, bound by duty yet aware of the sensitive nature of the case, must mitigate the pressures of media while upholding the law. The alleged victims, thrust into the spotlight, must navigate the path to recovery and justice amidst the complexities of the legal system and public opinion. The pivotal moment in the narrative begins on a cold morning, October 5, 2024, at precisely 7 a.m., when the Norwegian police issue a startling announcement. It's a press release that reverberates throughout the nation. Marius Borg Høiby, the eldest son of Crown Princess Mette-Marit, has been taken into custody under serious allegations of sexual assault. This news propels a media frenzy, catalyzing a series of debates and speculations that encircle the nation. and infiltrate every medium, from television broadcasts to social media platforms. On that fateful October morning, the serene facade of the royal family is irrevocably shattered, as images of Marius trying to shield his face with a jacket flood the national media. Captured being led into a police vehicle, these images symbolize a dramatic shift from the reserved privacy of royal life to intense public scrutiny and controversy. This incident, occurring just outside his residence in central Oslo, becomes a nationwide spectacle, sparking widespread debates about privacy, privilege, and the moral responsibilities of public figures. Figures that should be taken with a grain of salt are many times risking public safety. In the aftermath of the arrest, the victim's identity is meticulously protected, fostering a climate of mystery and speculation. As the days unfold, particularly by mid-October, the impact of the allegations begins to severely tarnish the royal family's previously untarnished image. Society begins to wrestle with the implications of the scandal, discussing and debating issues of morality and privilege at various levels, from public forums and social networks to more formal settings like academic debates and legislative floors. This public discourse is punctuated by a poignant awareness of the stark contrast between the royal family's public persona and the emerging dark allegations. The investigative phase intensifies in the weeks following the arrest, with police activities peaking around late October 2024. Forensic teams are seen entering and exiting several key locations, including Marius's luxury apartment and a few nightlife spots he was known to frequent. By harnessing advanced digital forensic techniques, law enforcement meticulously sifts through Marius's electronic communications, which include a slew of text messages and emails, alongside scrutinizing hours of CCTV footage from various venues. This period of the investigation is marked by a careful yet swift collection of physical and digital evidence, which suggests a pattern of behavior previously unknown to the public. As details occasionally leak to the media, each piece of information adds a new layer to the public's understanding of the case, influencing perceptions and the media narrative. The investigative process not only seeks to piece together the events leading up to the night of the alleged crime, but also to maintain the integrity and impartiality required in such a high-profile case, ensuring that the proceedings remain free from society and political pressure. The thorough groundwork laid during these initial investigations sets the stage for a deeper inquiry into Marius's actions, motives, and the broader implications for the royal family and Norwegian society. The unfolding drama serves as a moment of reckoning for the nation, as it grapples with the realities of a modern monarchy caught in a very public and unsettling scandal. Chinese tourists caught in the mouths of intimate relationships on a dangerous seafaring. As November 2024 unfolds, the investigation into Marius Borg Høiby intensifies, delving into the complexities of his personal history and the pressures of his public life, revealing a tangled web of motivations that may have driven the alleged actions. The primary focus remains steadfastly on Marius, whose past emerges under scrutiny. Investigators and the public alike begin to understand the unique pressures he faced as the son of a crown princess and a figure constantly in the spotlight. Speculation about motives includes the strain of living up to a public image that may conflict with personal struggles or indiscretions. His past relationships and behavioral patterns are examined, shedding light on a possibly troubled persona that contrasts sharply with the polished public facade. In a dramatic twist typical of high-profile cases, new suspects briefly emerge, shifting the focus of the investigation. Media reports speculate about other individuals within the royal circle, including friends of Marius who were known to accompany him during the nights out. These diversions add complexity to the investigation, challenging the police to differentiate between credible leads and distractions. These misleads serve to heighten the drama, causing public speculation to run rampant and putting additional pressure on the investigators to navigate through the noise. The pivotal turn in the investigation comes from a combination of forensic analysis and compelling witness testimonies. In mid-November, forensic teams confirm the presence of DNA evidence that links Marius directly to the scene, aligning with the timeline of the alleged incident. Additionally, security footage that was previously unclear is enhanced, offering a clearer picture of the events of that fateful evening. Witnesses, some of whom are initially reluctant, begin to come forward, encouraged by the serious nature of the investigation. Their accounts provide crucial insights that corroborate some of the forensic findings and clarify the sequence of events leading up to the alleged crime. However, the Defense Act was not immediately affected. As the evidence mounts and the investigation draws closer to a conclusion, the tension surrounding Marius and the royal family escalates. The public, hungry for updates, scrutinizes every released detail, discussing and debating the implications of each revelation. Within the palace walls, the strain is palpable. The royal family finds themselves grappling with the potential outcomes of the case and their impact on the monarchy's future. For Marius, the increasing evidence and public scrutiny represent a tightening net, isolating him further and intensifying the personal and familial crises. As December 2024 approaches, the investigation into Marius Borg-Høiby reaches a critical juncture. The unraveling of facts and accumulation of evidence culminate in a series of revelations that pierce the heart of the Norwegian monarchy and rivet the nation. The turning point in the case comes unexpectedly when, after weeks of intense scrutiny and mounting evidence, a key piece of video evidence, previously overlooked, surfaces. Regardless of the magnitude of the threat to the co-opponents, the case comes more than once. This video, obtained from a private security camera, shows Marius at the purported time of the crime, contradicting his earlier alibi. This evidence, coupled with forensic DNA results that had linked him to the scene, seals the case, making denials untenable. Facing overwhelming evidence, Marius decides to come forward with a confession, admitting to his role in the events of that night. This confession is a devastating blow not only to his defense but to the royal family's image, which they had painstakingly built around values of trust and moral integrity. Loud voice, Frans Hakkebær. The confession and its revelations send shockwaves through the royal family and across all of Norway. The royal family, especially Crown Princess Mette-Marit and Crown Prince Haakon, expressed their deep disappointment and sadness in a public statement, regardless of personal pain. The victims, whose identities remain protected, experience a bittersweet vindication, their long-held grievances finally acknowledged, yet overshadowed by the public spectacle. Across Norway, the public reacts with a mix of anger, disappointment, and a rekindled debate about the role and accountability of the monarchy in modern society. This incident sparks nationwide discussions on public figures. The legal proceedings expedite following Marius's confession. Opting for a plea bargain to avoid a prolonged trial and further embarrassment to the royal family, Marius pleads guilty to the charges. The court, taking into account his confession and the circumstances surrounding the case, sentences him to a term of imprisonment, the length of which reflects both the severity of the crime and his late admission of guilt. Additionally, the court mandates comprehensive psychological evaluations and counseling as part of his rehabilitation process. This resolution marks a solemn conclusion to a saga that had gripped the nation for months. It serves not only as closure for the legal proceedings, but also as a moment of reflection for the royal family and the entire country. The outcome of the case and Marius's subsequent imprisonment symbolize a poignant, painful turning point in how the monarchy is perceived and how justice is administered in the face of public figures' transgressions. As the royal family and the nation grapple with these revelations, there is a collective consideration of what this means for the future of Norway's cultural and ethical landscape. We invite you to share your thoughts. How do you think this case will change the public's perception of the Norwegian royal family? What are the broader implications for how societies treat their public figures in similar situations? Share your views in the comments below.